Hey, it's your girl Lipstick.
And it's your boy Cognac.
And we are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of Adult Conversation with an Alternative.
Twist.
A no judgment dome where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler,
a rainbow, or a unicorn. And this ticket from all the rainbows today. You so colorful.
This is fall. I would be offended if you had a sense of style.
Ooh, show me your shoes.
They can't even see that.
But welcome to the Lipstick and Cognac show.
Oh, you can open the floodgates because you just opened it because you know your ass can't dress both.
We need a stylist on set one. All right, well, you look cute today, Budo. Well, let's get off of you now. Let's get to the Mississippi Coastal News. You gonna say with me?
No.
News. Okay. So
okay,
we're gonna
let's do it. Okay.
Mississippi Coastal News. Okay. So let's talk about
that. My mouth feel.
It's moist.
No, it's hardly ever you say news. Okay,
a little pucker up. We're gonna talk about Summer Walker. So how do you feel about Miss Summer Walker?
What's going on with Summer?
So apparently, well, it's true. It's all on the blogs. This is how. Let me get my opinion first.
No, tell the people what's going on first.
My opinion. So basically, she is really having anxiety attacks.
But what are the facts first?
I'm telling you, she has anxiety attacks when it comes to meet and greets, which I find very hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. And she's canceling her tour. She don't have stage presence. She's really nervous about like singing in front of a large crowd of people. So for me, my question is, who is your team? Who is your team? Where's your molding? What you call this stuff when you mold somebody?
A&R.
A&R. Like where
they really don't have nowadays.
Where these people at? Because ain't no way that you having a meet and greet and you are terrified of people. That's not acceptable. But I get sometimes you have like anxiety. I understand, but this is why I'm not okay with it. It's like people who are killing to be in her shoes, who wants that limelight, who just need that one to come up to get to where they are. And I feel like sometimes people take stuff for granted. But she is talented. Like I would never take that from her. Her music is dope, but you
I'll let you get all this out.
You got to think that somebody can take your spot. And I was being honest, I feel like I don't want to blame her all the way, I blame her team. Like your team should get you ready to go on tour, to sing out loud, throughout the stuff. So her team should be fired. Whoever her team is, they need to be gone.
Okay. You done?
I'm done.
Okay, so I thought this was where you were going. I'm glad you brought this up because this actual incident hits very close to the home to me. So a lot of you do not know. I actually was in like the magnet program here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I was a choral major. And I minored in musical theater. So part of the reason why I stopped pursuing singing, despite me being talented, is I had the same issue. I had very bad anxiety attacks. Where I mean like really bad, where you just feel like you're about to die. Like you can't breathe, you gotta throw up, you gotta go to use the restroom.
You're
like,
bodybuilding.
It don't matter, it's different. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like different things trigger your anxiety. Like I do this now. But I'm not singing. So I really understand how hard it can be. Like, it's debilitating. And until you've been in those shoes, you do not know.
I get it. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I get it. Okay. And everybody was like, you're so talented. A lot of people would kill for that talent. And the same thing that you're saying, you could take music lessons to get you acclimated to it. And there was nothing that I could do to make that fear go away. So I just gave it up. And I just pursued something that would not make me feel that way. I'm not saying I was a Summer Walker, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that I relate. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I can relate to that. And so it's nothing, until she gets the help to help herself, you can't blame that on her team. Like that is a disease and it's real. I'm just saying, I know it from firsthand.
But hey guys, we're going to take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to Roller.com/LipstickandCognac or keep watching on our Facebook page because next is our guest.
You're tuning in to Lipstick and Cognac, your host of Adult Conversation with an Alternative Twist. A judgment-free zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler,
a rainbow, or a unicorn, and we have a rainbow today.
Well, we have a unicorn until defined. Today, her name is Londynn.
No, I'm a real unicorn.
You a unicorn?
No,
you're a rainbow. Let me break it down.
Okay, so hold on. Before we break that down, introduce the people people to who you are, where you be, everything.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl Londynn B, and you guys can follow me on Instagram, IG, Twitter, LONDYNNB official. Every tag is the same. I am an artist, I'm a rapper, I'm a mom, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm trying to figure out my unicorn.
Okay.
Like, that was the
So we have a debate every show.
We do.
I think a unicorn is anybody who's a special person.
Right.
They're our guests, so I call all of our guests unicorns.
Okay.
However, it's
But since we're a relationship show,
unicorn.
I'm trying to bridge the gap between homosexual and heterosexual community.
Okay.
So ruler is straight.
Okay.
Unicorn is like bisexual. You know, they have so many names now. And rainbow is gay. Or lesbian, whatever you want to be. You know, they call so many. But you know, since you came out on the show, like when I came out on the show, like you announced that you were married.
Absolutely.
And I really respected that about you.
Thank
like,
you.
But you didn't make that your primary focus.
No,
and
absolutely.
that was so dope and so beautiful at the same time. Like, yeah, I'm lesbian, but let's get back to this word.
Okay.
What I'm here for. And I really love it about you.
Thank you. I appreciate
I want
that.
to tell you about that.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm a rainbow then.
Yeah.
Oh, so she has
Okay.
drawn the line.
I'm drawing the line.
No unicorn, right?
I was in the family.
Like, I guess I'm a rainbow, okay?
I can.
So listen, how can people follow us?
Make sure you follow Lipstick and Cognac at Lipstick and Cognac. That's Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube, Twitter, Lipstick_Cognac. You can be our 27 follower on Twitter.
Twitter is struggling, baby.
Child,
Twitter.
Struggling.
Twitter is
Instagram.
funny.
Yeah, it is.
Twitter is a whole different world. I got a reality show.
They get you out of it,
Oh,
too. Run you
Twitter.
off set.
Okay, no, run you out your house. Twitter will run you out your house. Twitter is something else.
So, for people
what's
that,
the
the topic today, glad you asked because I was about to introduce it. The topic today is women in hip hop being a female rapper in a hyper masculine and male dominated industry.
Look, why they just hit me the same way?
Yeah.
You rap. Look, you must rap too. Okay, just
no, I wish I could.
Man, I'm not a rapper.
But you got a little too, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a rapper, but not
When
a
he said drop these beats in the studio.
How are they?
I rap something different around my mic.
Period. Like check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Somebody must see that limp.
Well, you know, it's not for your type.
Well, ooh, you left the rainbows on one side. Now, that ain't
that
right.
rainbow.
No, I had to pick a side just then. I'm like,
We have to look aside. We do this all the time. We will go back and forth all day. So since you are our guest, how do you feel about the overall topic? Or what's your opinion on the overall topic?
I think it's a beautiful topic. I think it's really one to be appreciated. And I think that when we bring topics like this up, I think it should come with appreciation for the women that are doing it in such a heterosexual business in a male-dominated industry. It's not easy sticking with, men. And it's not really dependent on how great they are or aren't. It's just more so how much control they have. If that makes sense.
I could know that perfectly.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk my shit. Like, this is it. Like, it's
we
really.
synced it.
You were so confident on that show. I said, yes, sis.
Okay. Like, yeah.
Like, you had a whole crowd rocking to it when you did a music video.
Oh, yeah.
You should have won that.
And
Yes.
my
I was so
husband is very male chauvinistic
Okay.
when it comes to rap.
Okay.
And he does not like female rappers. That's just him. He just doesn't.
You don't like none?
I mean, he has some that he will listen to, but he don't really care
Now,
for
repeat
them.
what you just said. You said your husband is.
Male chauvinist, he's
Right,
a chauvinist, yeah. And he
right.
doesn't really listen to female rappers. He's not about the album. That's just how he is.
Now, can we just go back to what I just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Male chauvinist is he don't listen to rap. So again, female rap, right? So just to clarify again, it's not really just more so women being in rap. That is more so that bridge the gap moment. It's more so how much control men like that have. And how much work we have to surpass to get even to those men. And that's when
You know what?
However, hold on, let me get my point.
Hold on.
He liked your song. And he was rapping that hook. He was like, oh man, who is this?
But you actually have bars.
I gotta trick
them. About when female rappers do come out, they are always better than men to me. Because sometimes some of these male rappers be like, who let you through the crowd?
Because we gotta
Oh no, but he if you're not good, he will cut
No,
you.
I'm not. I'm just
But
saying,
let me tell you what I can't change trick them. You gotta understand
Well, you didn't have to do any tricking. It was
like
just like that's a
no. There's a trick
that's
to it.
slapping.
No, there's a trick to it. Oh, sis.
Yeah,
There's a trick
it didn't have to be an overt.
It didn't have to be over. It didn't have to be over. It didn't have to be, explosive.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be too much. That
Yeah, you didn't have like thigh clothes.
Yeah,
like, you were just straight.
He didn't even see the video.
I was very tomboyish in the video.
He was playing his game. He was like, "Who is that?" And he was like, "That's Ride."
Because one thing about
rapping the song.
men, like you just have to give men something they can repeat without feeling like it's demasculating who they are.
Exactly.
Talk about sucking on
You
dick.
feel me? Because he's not gonna repeat that. So
As we talk about demasculation, that leads to my question. Being that rap is often hypersexual,
it is.
and women are often expected to look or even sound a certain way, how do you think your image as a female rapper impacts your daughter and other young girls looking up to you?
It's just bringing a new sexy.
Yes.
It's just bringing in a new sexy. I got on real clothes, ain't nothing else.
You're fully dressed.
It's just bringing.
You are. That's what I say. You don't have
A new
like
sexy.
the no disrespect. I like to look at everything.
No, the look is amazing.
Yeah.
I love me some titties. Listen, the look is amazing.
He may be gay, but he loves.
I love a baby. Like,
The woman
listen,
form.
I love the woman form. I love every curve. You know what I'm saying? And listen,
Well, you can understand that.
you feel me? You know, I do. I love women. I love the body.
A little nipple every now and
But
then.
I also feel like if you are going, make sure it's appreciated. Like I feel like women are so beautiful. I'm a lesbian for real. So I really do appreciate the ground
Are you
women
a
walk on.
lipstick lesbian?
Oh, lipstick. I only date lipstick lesbians, by the way.
I know
really
that.
like girly girls. I love
That's the only
girly
kind of
girls.
porn I like to watch is lipstick.
Period. That's the only type
I
of porn
can't watch
that don't need no
I be like,
Look, yo. I love women. Like, okay, period. Like, you
a little
can
sis every now.
I love, okay.
I would not know anything.
So listen. All right, so boom, bam, bang, right? It's just bringing in a new sexy. So I just feel like now it's just time to find something else attractive. And that's why my hair became like such a statement. It was like one of those things where I wanted to find another way to be. I wanted to find another way to be sexy, not only to the viewers and to the audience, but just more so to my daughter in a tasteful way as well, to where she doesn't, get affected by these things. And not to say that women with kids do get affected, because a lot of great artists out there, and their kids probably don't even get affected in any way. But it's just more so just trying to do something in a respectable manner, because this is a male-dominated industry.
It's true.
And I do have to make sure that I'm holding myself to a standard where it can be respected across the board. I don't need no rift between sexuality, gender, all that is
Straight bars.
different.
Okay, got another question for you. Being a hip hop artist that's a part of the LGBT community, do you feel you are respected in the industry?
I do. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, like in the industry where it is male dominated, you gotta get them to respect you.
Yep.
And the reality is, a lot of men respect me, and the ones who don't, we don't speak. And it's really just black and white. No, for real, because my father was in jail majority of my life. When he was in jail, but my father raised my mental very, very much over the phone. So we didn't have a physical relationship, but we had just like
he had a presence.
About him, and it was able to define me and who I am now. Like he definitely taught me a lot about just listening and creating that presence for yourself. And making sure your presence is a present.
Let me ask you
We had a show last week where we talked about how our parents are very influential into what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And one of the statements that I know I made personally was that people that grow up with a father in the household, whether they are there via a presence or physically there, have a totally different outlook on how they handle, I'm talking from a female's perspective, how they handle men. Right. Even if you're not dating them, you're going to handle men differently, because that man is going to show you, okay, you don't talk to a man like that. Even if it ain't your man, even if you're not feeling them, it's still a level of respect that you have to give a man in order to be respected.
Absolutely.
Is that what you're talking about?
And the thing about it is, the beautiful part about it is, I respect all men. When I walk up to men, I call them kings. And when I walk up to women, I call them queens. Like, I don't have no reason to devalue them for who they are. I love men. I got brothers. So that love is genuine. I have fathers, I got uncles, I got family members with brothers and sisters. So it's appreciated across the board, and this is what I mean about it being black and white.
Let me
It's
ask you
across
this,
the
coming
board.
from the LGBT community, because sometimes we can be very hard on each other. Do you feel like you have the pressure of this being out there, like it's the first openly lesbian artist to me? I don't know who else is open. It's like,
man.
okay.
Yeah, you know, they say, you know, and they you know, Young and May is still, you know, who she is.
Yeah.
And the reality is she's maintained that role, and that's what we can be excited for, Young and May. And I don't even want to put her in the category of that, because I think sometimes people use this LGBT thing, and this is just me just openly speaking about it. People use it as a category, and it's a sympathetic category that they want to put you in, and that's why I wasn't broadcast on the show, because I refuse to be in that category. You can briefly explain it, and you can allow me to talk about it if need be, but it's not going to be a full plan of why I'm standing up there. You can't make my lifestyle, a real lifestyle, my narrative, because a heterosexual couple fall in love, man and woman, they're meant to be, it's a match made in heaven. Two women fall in love as if the energies aren't identical, just like a male and woman. Now it becomes a category where now groups are formed versus just unity as being human, as being in love and appreciating the energy of love as a whole. I can't be a category, but I can be Londynn. Period. The same way like you feel like you're married to your man, I'm married to my woman. There is no separation on how we interact. There is no expectation. I still expect my wife not to cheat. Like, girl, you don't get away with it. Like, it's the same.
So there's
rule.
an exception if you cross to the other side.
If you do cross to the other side, you know.
I'm not, because I know a few people.
Listen, but then when they do cross to the other side again, you know, be open about it, because it's not. This is not a sympathetic. We're not, LGBT is not here for people to sympathize with us and feel bad for us.
That's true.
We're not here. We're not gimmicks.
They want to be respected.
We just want, and the fact of the matter is we're already respected, and the people who are fighting for us aren't in the lifestyle enough to even understand it. So that's why you have people like Young and May who don't really want that identity to be everything she is. So she has to come out with music.
And
she
to
has
be
to come out
honest,
with stars.
when you look at, as a straight female, when you look at Young and May, you don't immediately think female.
She has a
persona about her that you think male. You have to remember, like, that's a girl. And I'm just saying, like, and you see that in her comments, like, it's a lot of women that she transcends. I'm saying that whole lesbian title because she is her.
But it's easily transcended because it's a male-dominated industry. Anything reflecting a man is going to be accepted. It's a dominated industry. But on the flip side, do you think that someone who is more feminine, they just forget about it? Because men find it sexy when you have two women kissing on each other, regardless of what you like. They don't care. They want to see it because they can envision themselves in the middle of it. And that can be it too, because it's all ego. It's all ego. Yeah. No matter how you put it, it's just all ego. But I just, I ask that as LGBT, we really just start, being more respectful to ourselves. And we start learning a little bit about who is advocating for us. Educate yourself on that versus what somebody's wearing in your community, how you feel it should come out, what you feel like that person should be doing. Because the reality is, the bigger picture is, ain't nobody here to sympathize with you. None of it.
Now let me get a little seat.
Nobody's here to do that. Like, we gotta know. I'm serious. This is my life.
I believe.
Like, I'm really
totally
like, this is really my life. So I just want to make sure that people understand that these are things that are really like happening.
Yeah, it is.
If these are platforms where we can speak on it openly, why not? Because every platform is not going to allow us to speak on a LGBT subject. But since we're here, let's start educating ourselves and stop being a doormat for those who feel like they can educate us more than we can educate us, because we are the educators.
I get it.
That's why I'm out.
That's because I am.
Talk your stuff.
Because I'm black first. I'm black, right?
Okay.
I am. I don't do everything black people do.
Okay.
Just because I'm black. Just because I'm gay, I don't believe everything gay people do. Like,
absolutely.
I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I wish that we can learn that aspect as well.
Thank you. It's
because, like, because you out there marching, I might not care about what you marching for.
Period.
Like, I should be respected for saying
so,
that.
Period.
Let's transition back to the topic though, because I do have a very important question, because you were on a very good stand. You had a good stance on LGBT.
Yes, absolutely.
Child,
the whole thing, even if they add more than
ABC,
ABC, the whole thing.
So
we got the whole thing on that.
Another aspect of you is just being a woman.
Absolutely.
So, what does today's women in hip hop look like to you? And I'm saying this compared to hip hop before you. So we have like Lauryn Hill, we have Foxy Brown, Lil' Kim, and then you also have MC Lyte and Queen Latifah. So and when you compare it to all of those different people that came up in all different eras, how do women look today?
Even the brand, as far as back as I.
So are we comparing what women in hip hop look back then and what?
No, just how does it look now? Those are just examples for that time frame.
Okay.
But
the times have changed.
Correct. So how do you think they look now?
I think, you know, okay, listen, like, I think the times have changed. Okay, let me specify that back then between the Brat, MC Light, let me just specify that Little Kim, those women, there were looks that were given specifically to the point where they had a massive female rapper photo shoot, and that photo is still on Google, where all the females who were rapping around that time took one big picture together. And their identity was so different, you can tell who was who in each pic. Their identity was clear as day, right? I think today's feature of women in hip hop, we're straying away from identity, and we're straying away from character, and we're falling into consistent categories of what that identity of a female rapper should be versus what the persona of a female rapper should be. Female rappers have personas. They do not have categories. They are not to look like everybody else. You have to capitalize off your persona, but I think what happens is when people don't really have a persona and they haven't really invested to find out who they are to the public versus the public finding out who they are to them. Like, it's like either you know yourself or you don't.
That's true.
A prime example of this would be, in my opinion, Missy.
Right,
she still transcends everything because like she has her own.
She understood, but see the measurement of work ethic back then had to come with a persona.
Yeah,
you couldn't like rap and give somebody else.
And
like
everybody do really look the same when you think about it.
And it's unfortunate because no personas have been created, and a persona is something as little as what is your niche? What is that little thing you do? The littlest thing, even if you just do this all the time. Like, you create a persona out of that, and people will now, it's a branding tool, it's a kid.
Cardi B.
Like,
even though she looked the same, but it's her persona.
It's persona. It's just little things.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
It's the little things to set you off.
Yeah, and we're not
in it. The biggest brands are personas.
Beyonce, the biggest brands are personas.
No, because
well, I mean, what's she known for? So Meg.
And she's known for twerking. Like, you can't even see Meg do a show without twerking.
No, that is true. But when I think of Meg Thee Stallion, you do think of that. But she gives me Pimp C vibes. Like, she just a pimp, female pimp. Like, that's her persona. It's not the twerking, it's the I'm pimping these dudes.
But is the persona, as consistent? Because I think that's where people lose the bridging gap. It's not about old and new. These women have personas they have to keep up with. It couldn't change.
Yep. MC Light spoke about that.
It couldn't change
on her show with
absolutely.
What's her name? Angie Martinez.
Yeah.
She was like, she tried to come out sexier, and they was like, no, this is working. We running with this.
We running with it.
Well, you gotta get them checks clear.
Okay. So
can't stop the check. But hey guys, we're gonna take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to Rona.com/Cognac or keep watching my live Facebook page.
Thank you for tuning in to Lipstick and Cognac, your host of adult conversation with an alternative twist. A judgment-free zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler,
a rainbow, or a unicorn.
Make sure you guys are following Lipstick and Cognac on Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube at Lipstick and Cognac. Twitter, Lipstick_Cognac. Today we have our special guest who is a rainbow.
Londynn
B.
What in my head?
What is in this cup, girl? It's not cognac. What is in this
No,
cup?
it's not a drink. So
I
we
wish
have
it
a
was.
That'd be a whole different show. It's real hot in here. So we have a new segment where we're going to let you pick your topic.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
You get to choose.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you and praise you
Oh,
for everything
Lord.
you
Don't be praying before this.
We ain't about to hurt
Do I
nobody.
get two?
No, just one.
Let's get one.
And then you get to open it up and read it out loud.
Okay. Read it out loud. How y'all know I can read?
Oh, because I take you out, we know you can read.
Oh, wow. What?
What is it?
Love language.
Oh, I love this.
But I was just learning. I read a book, The 5 Love Languages. I was just learning about this.
Too.
Wow, guys. Look at God. Won't he do
No,
it?
you put it back in here. Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
I'll get out the way.
So, for you guys that do not know what love languages are, or what book that Londynn B is referring to, I am going to tell you. There are actually 5 love languages. And I think it's by Gary Coleman. No, it's 5.
It ain't 10. It's 5.
It's
Who made that rule?
Pat and I are going to let you and the people of home know a little about the 5 love languages. So, we have 1, words of affirmation. This is using words to build up the other person.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one, receiving gifts.
That's number 2.
There's Gucci, Louis, I'm on vacations. A little steak and shrimp every now and then, and a lobster.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And you just asked me about dieting. Oh my
I
goodness.
know, but I lost a little weight.
3 acts of service that's doing something really nice for your spouse or significant other.
Quality time, giving your spouse your undivided attention, spending time, and making time for your partner.
That was number
That's
4.
very important to me. I feel like I'm going through that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And 5, the last one is physical touch.
Period.
Touch me,
Which
squeeze
includes
me.
hugging,
Okay.
sex, holding hands, and cuddling. I like cuddling. So, our first question is, do you think communicating your love language with your partner is important?
Absolutely.
Do you know your love language?
Yes, I do.
Which one are you?
I am like okay, cool.
Not the one you think
Pick
you are.
one.
Like, do you know what
Out
you
of the
are?
5 you just said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a receiver. I like gifts. I love gifts. Out of the 5 you just said, like I like gifts.
I ain't mad. Look, I ain't mad.
Somebody
A little gift and
No, but I like.
Now, did you take the quiz to find it out, or are you just going off of what you're
But let me tell you, we gotta take the
It
quiz.
changes.
No, we have to take the quiz. Me and my wife was talking about taking the quiz. So we
Yeah.
have to take the quiz. But the reason why I say I'm a receiver because I just like the thought that counts type of thing. Like I like you to put some thought into liking me. I feel like don't go out and buy me a bag. I think that's easy. Like don't give me
Yeah,
nothing
I
that
see
you
what
just
you're
pick up.
saying.
Like that's cute. I can do that. Like you
I'm
got
the
that thing.
bag.
Because I'm an independent. Like I'm the dominant femme. So it's like a lot of stuff I feel like I can do myself anyway. Like don't buy me no bag. But if you take
Oh,
me on
you
a
are.
yeah, I'm a dominant femme.
Oh gosh, you
Absolutely.
didn't hit that button with him.
Oh yes.
Because now you
all of my
gotta
gifts
ask
come
you
with different
about
styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, big old freak. Yeah, like listen, like but that I can't even.
Oh, we will go there. We've been there before.
Okay.
So
But I
does it
didn't
have a
know.
name?
I did a freestyle. What? I
Does it
said
have a
what?
name?
I said it. Does it have a name?
Or do they have names?
Yo, I know they do have names.
How many
Like,
do you
I got them in different races. Mine should be pink, white, brown, purple. They got like candy.
Got a little white collar.
You know, I got candy, but
You got a pink one?
period. I got pink ones. Hell no, nothing's little.
Oh, okay. I was
Nothing's
just,
little.
when I think pink, I just think.
You trying to get me dumb? Nothing can be little. Everything has
So
to be
what's the
used.
size range?
Um,
I'm a toy person, so
I ain't
I'm
gonna
just.
lie, we got like 12. We got 8.
I gotta
six.
catch up. Like we don't do straps, but I gotta catch up to your toy
You know, yeah, like cause it's fun. Like it's all we got. We want to
very-
swing.
I guess it's easier
You
for
gotta
women.
I just want to swing, but the weight limit is like 250.
Well, then we gonna make sure we diet. Cause honey, I'm trying to get out of that swing. I'm trying to do what I do.
Okay,
Okay, come on,
And
outside.
do y'all have the little pillow? You know the little the arching pillow that's like an angle.
I've seen that pillow, but I just don't understand it. Why is it needed?
So you must got the pillow.
No, I want to get it. I want to get the pillow on the swing. So what it is to angle it up
Okay.
really high, so it's like the perfect arc.
So you gonna be running?
No,
going
with that
down?
too, but so they can hold you and it be that angle that gets
Wow.
it deep. I mean, you probably don't have that problem because you just change out your sweat strap, but you know, for people that are straight,
I
you
require
can add more inches.
You know,
That's
as
the
a-
reason why I got it.
But you know, as a lesbian, we have to require arches. Like you have to require arch because ain't no way in hell you gonna feel this shit without an arch. So, but that is
Yeah.
very creative. They have like this.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that.
Yeah, they have them at. I'll tell you.
Don't get thinking they ain't sponsoring
I'll tell you
nothing.
after.
Okay.
We don't do no free promotion. Okay, so which was number 2 for you out of them?
I like affection.
Okay.
Okay,
So what is
Quality
yours? Have you done the quiz?
I have, mine was actually, believe it or not, it was on quality time.
I like quality time.
I like to hear you say and spend time with me. Like it's easy
What
to
did
buy
you think
gifts.
it was?
Like it's really easy to buy something. I thought it was gifts. I like stuff. Like you can buy gifts, like I say, to eat, but it's like when you do something like I want to like talk to you, spend time with you, like hang out.
I
Like
would have thought yours would have been physical touch.
I feel like even if you buy me a gift, take me out to dinner first. Like show me, cook for me.
That is
Light
good
some
though.
candles. Like I want the rendezvous. I want to feel
Yeah.
special. I want to
And
feel like
that's
a
what I
queen.
thought I was acts of service because that kind of falls into acts of service, like
Yeah.
the candles and all that type of
Yeah.
stuff being thoughtful. But I was actually quality time. But my dialect was speaking.
My dialect is speaking. I'm a communicator. You got to let me know. I'm not the read your mind type.
I'm not that, but I was more so thinking like, cause I love in the moment when people talk to me. Like, if you talk to me the whole time and tell me what you're doing, how you gonna do it, when you gonna do it, why you're doing it, you will have me rap. And I've never met a
No, but girl, you're already there. Like, you look like you excited. Talk about it.
I am.
Like, shit, I just got
She got a little brother.
You just gotta do it. Clean up on aisle 3.
I'll say
It's happening.
We're going to take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to roller.com/Cognac. Keep watching my Facebook page.
Thank you for tuning in to rollingout.com or Rolling Out Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of Adult Conversation with an alternative twist. A judgment-free zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler,
rainbow, or a unicorn.
You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at lipstick and Cognac. And Twitter, lipstick underscore, yeah, you know, I'm still lipstick underscore Twitter. Today, lipstick underscore Cognac on Twitter. Today we have our special guest, Londynn B.
Londynn B is in the
He's in
I am still hot from that last conversation.
We got to fan you out. We got to get you a fan around here. Clean up.
Girl, you really sweating. But let's get into this letter, sis. You're going to read it because I ain't got my glasses on today.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where we read a letter from our audience.
Okay.
And then we all comment on it. Try to keep the comments a little, like, under a minute, but you'll go first because you're our guest.
Okay.
And that's it.
Let's
Ready?
do it.
Get your glasses on.
Let's
You
do
see?
it. Now I can see from the.
I can.
Okay.
No, but she got to read it. She got to
Dear
read
Lipstick and Cognac, my boyfriend of 2 years recently asked for a threesome.
it.
Our relationship is all good, communication is great, and I truly feel like his question came out of nowhere. I don't want a threesome, so how can I let him know without losing my man?
Oh, but I guess
Girl.
first.
Girl. Listen.
Is this a girl?
They didn't say, so you gonna treat it like we just gonna stick to
Let
the
me tell
threesome.
you. We gonna stick to the 3. Let me tell you. Hey, look. Hey, sis. Hey. Let that nigga know. Okay? You let him know today, right now. It's happening. I feel like threesomes can't happen. No. It's happening. You let him know today, right now, sis. It's happening. You will give him a threesome, but the understanding is he can only have the threesome with the dialogue coming from you. You have to get the girl. You can get that. You know, like you even it out. He don't have no access to it. So you set it up on a romantic night, have him come home, and y'all two just sitting in the living room, and you had that dialogue with her. He is not to communicate with her at all. Y'all have it. You kick her out. Y'all gonna be great. You gotta worry about it. It all came through you.
Let
sis.
me go last.
Sure you wanna go last?
I
I think she can do it though. Tell me she don't want to have a threesome. She gonna lose them right there. That's crazy.
Okay,
How
so
would she do that?
I'm assuming that this is a heterosexual couple, you are the female, and if you like me, you don't want to have a threesome with another female.
Are you kidding me?
I don't. No, I don't.
Wow.
But however, you can find you a girl that has a fine ass man and y'all can have a party.
Oh!
Why would you do that?
Well, we agreeing that she should do it.
Well, no. That's an orgy. That ain't even a threesome. That's a whole
It's
nother
not an
orgy.
orgy. It's
That's
not an
an
orgy because you will be with him and she will be with him and y'all can just have one big party. Y'all just swap.
Ain't no man finna watch that.
That's too many juices.
That's what I'm trying to say. So if he got enough gall to ask you for a threesome, you ask him for one back and be like, give me somebody for me and we'll bring somebody for you and we can have one big party.
She is about to get divorced from that information
She ain't
right there.
divorced.
She is about to.
Well, let me say this.
You ain't gonna have to be licking nothing that you don't want to be licking.
I'm gonna say this. If we were probably 10, 15 years in, I'll be all for the threesome. But 2 years, is my sex that damn boring?
No.
That 2 years that we gotta bring somebody else in?
It's not about being bored. It's
I
about
would
being
feel some
bored.
type of way.
It's about having
I think I'm a fun time.
But it's only for 5 minutes.
But let me tell you, threesomes are boring. No, threesomes are not because you're boring. Threesomes are not for protection, and threesomes are not because you ain't got it all, right? Threesomes are, you have to understand, people crave adventure. And if y'all not going to Six Flags,
I like Six Flags.
Okay.
I like Six Flags.
Okay, now if you like Six
we can
Flags,
jump out of a
keep
plane.
getting funnel
we can
cakes,
go on
girl.
all the roller
But girl,
coasters.
listen, it's exciting. Like, you're beautiful. What?
I'm scared of
You're
opening
not
that
gonna do nothing
door.
but bring another girl that looks just like you home because your
But
husband
that's
loves
not
you.
gonna be fun for me.
Why
Cause she don't want to
I don't want. What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna look at her and I'm gonna be
She just think
mad.
she can lick your ear.
No,
You gonna let her lick
if she
your
can lick my ear, she got her man behind it,
ear?
and he gotta be fine. You can't be having no busted
That girl
through.
wanna call divorce court. She wanna call divorce court right
Just
now.
Maybelline.
And my husband is not going for that, so we gotta understand him. Like, okay, That's
I
not
don't know. I would really feel, cause I feel like you open that door, it's hard to close it. So I don't
That is
think in
true.
2 years.
Y'all gotta love insecurity. If you in a relationship where you insecure, it's not healthy.
I don't know.
Men look.
Now you know they gave men something now.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You be
They never
look,
work.
you be walking out here like this. It's my number.
Period. I'm talking about here wait till your man gets to the bathroom. Like it's
You gotta watch.
and girls are just as worse because
They
girls
are.
will do it.
They-
Girls will do
and
it.
they'll be more slick with it. You would never
You
know.
would never know.
Until you find that picture in the phone. You're like, this the girl from the...
Oh yes.
Well, hey guys, we're gonna take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to raw.com/cognac or keep watching live face to face. Coming next is our game.
Thank you for tuning in to Lipstick and Cognac, your host of adult conversation with an alternative twist, a judgment-free zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler,
A rainbow or a unicorn.
You can follow us at Lipstick and Cognac. That is Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube, Lipstick_Cognac on Twitter. And today we have had fun with the beautiful, talented Londynn.
I like that.
Articulate.
I like that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Is she married?
It is echoing like the beautiful, talented. Like
Yes, get into
But this is
it.
our favorite game. It's called Kiss, Tipsy Night, or Pass. Let me explain that.
please explain.
Kiss tipsy night of bed.
So Kiss is like, you okay? I'll give you a kiss. Tipsy Night is one of these.
Yeah.
And then Pass is like,
the baby.
hello, spread.
That is not part of your repertoire.
And then Pass is like, I'm good, bro. I'm good, sis. Let's go. So we in Lipstick will pull names. We all gonna answer Kiss, Tipsy Night, or Pass. So I will go first.
Okay.
Summer Walker. I'm gonna say pass on her.
Okay.
No shade, no tea.
Wow.
Summer Walker, honestly. Yeah, you gonna do that. You gonna do that. It's Summer. Okay, go ahead.
You gonna
No, you answer.
I gotta
We all
answer.
answer. We all answer.
Summer Walker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
This is if you were single.
If
You
I
give
was-
everybody
if
a
you were
pass
single,
on
yeah.
this play, on this game.
I love Summer. I ain't gonna front. She might could get, because I don't want to use my tipsy night too soon.
No, you
But
can
you
get
I can kiss her. I
She
should
get
get a kiss.
multiples though. Okay?
She get a kiss depending on, you know, how, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Summer know the vibes. Summer know the vibes. Like, one thing about it, I don't miss. So I kiss first, but I don't miss. Okay, so you see, Summer's pretty.
She
I like the
looks very
personality.
freaky too.
Okay, she like she me from the ceiling. It can be awkward. It can be
She gives me
creative.
those Piscean.
She give me
vibes.
one of these. I let him get my business on top of me.
Yeah. No.
Okay, to answer my question, I will pass.
That's what she giving. That's what she giving.
You passed on all the girls.
Color
Unless
purple
it's somebody
vibe.
that I know my husband would like, or they got a fine man, and I know I like the man.
I like her. She's authentic. I like her for being her. So
I love her as an artist.
Yeah.
She like sex would be so boring.
You think so?
No,
Watch
Did
it.
you see Stretch You Out video?
She
I
looks
did.
kinky.
What?
She like you
She
have
said
fun.
niggas be insecure with a heel and a platform. Yo, listen, hey, I was into it. She made me feel insecure. I was like, bitch.
I don't know about you. She give me that
I
little
was
thug
into it.
vibe.
That's what I'm saying. That little thug, cause she look like she gonna choke a real bitch. I don't like that. Get into it.
Might pull the straps
You
out.
feel me? No.
Talk about old
Oh
man.
no, absolutely not. Now come on, Summer. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't you do that shit. It'll be winter real quick.
Whoa.
It'll be real cold. Niggas be insecure.
Next is Kaylani.
Kaylani.
Pass.
Again.
Why you keep passing? Why y'all keep doing
First off,
that?
I pass on most of the women.
Okay.
However, Kaylani just doesn't look the most hygienic to me.
I might do Tipsy Night with her. She gives me that California vibe. I like. If I was to be with me and my babe, we can do Cologne.
She just give me that weed smell taste.
Oh my goodness, it's so nasty.
Like it's just gonna be. Oh,
Well, I guess I'm gonna kiss all of them. I guess I kiss Kalani too. She got tattoos. I take it.
Well,
You can tell who's the lesbian around here.
we got Drake, and I'm gonna say Tipsy.
You passed last time.
Well, I saw a interview he did, and he just turned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He just turned. He just turned.
Oh, yeah. He even turned into chill.
He
Drake can be Tipsy Night.
He could be a two. I'll pass on Drake. I love him to death. I'll pass on Drake.
I don't know. That might be a kiss, cause he too sensitive for me.
You think he's
But he
sensitive?
might be able to talk in a
Let me tell you why Drake ain't sensitive. Drake's sensitive in his music, but if you notice Drake pattern of women, he done went through some of everything.
Some of the strip
and he do it so smooth, you don't even know what's happening.
And that's why you get a kiss, because I like for you to smooth and finesse me, and then I'm down. So.
Oh, that's good. He's great at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, Michael B. Jordan.
Who?
Again. Okay, so we're gonna say
He got your lips.
tipsy night, and like I love Michael.
And you skipped all over me, then you let me answer.
I'm sorry, I had to go.
Because he was ready. No, he was ready.
Michael, call me.
If it's from Wakanda Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan, I might have to, spend the night on that one.
So he got to bring the same tools.
Yeah.
He got to bring the furniture. That's insane.
I ain't talking about that. I meant like,
That was kind of.
because I'm older than him.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
I'll let you have his lips after I'm done.
Sis.
Listen, hey, look.
CPS.
Yo, listen. I don't know if I got anything to
I
say
ain't
about Michael
seen him in
Jordan.
none of family reunions. So
I'm sorry.
I can't.
What you gonna do, sis?
Sis, I might let y'all do it because I can't even do nothing with him. I'm at the bad.
she a real lesbian. It's like,
I'm a real.
okay.
You give me any nigga. It's pass. Nope, that's my bro. Michael could be my bro.
Young M.A. It's gonna be a pass.
Young and May.
A strong
Now,
pass.
you know what? This question conflicts me.
I'm conflicted too, because she
I'm
gives me
conflicted
like
about
a real
this.
strong dude. I'm past.
I'm conflicted because I would like. I think she's so cute to me. I'm like, damn, she's so cute. Just just a little bit.
I couldn't marry her with breasts. That's why, cause she get me mad, but once she get out there, so I'm gonna see tears.
I think she's so. I think I love her hair. I think I'm like really in love with her hair.
But she gonna bring her strap now.
No, the thing about ain't no straps allowed. That's why me and Young and May just got to be friends. Like that's gonna be a bro. Young and May, call me. Like that's my bro, and we go kiss some girls together. I'm gonna have to pass, but I do think she's cute.
Okay.
I think she's cute. I think she's
Okay.
cute.
I have one. I'm gonna pass. I'm just letting y'all know. But if I was inclined, I think I would have a very fun lesbian moment with her.
Young and May.
Rihanna.
Oh, that's 6 and 9.
Oh my God, Riri.
I
Why y'all
pass.
make me do this? Oh my God.
It's
Don't say
young.
it.
Tips and 9. What I was
It's
saying.
just like, oh my God.
So now we have another Can we have another cleanup?
Yo, it's Riri. Riri can get this Fenty. Riri can get this lipstick. Damn, she can bring the arch pillow, the little pillow. She can bring the little pillow. We bring the pillow back.
Like, can she bring her own strap?
Man.
Remember, she didn't spring it. I like I would enjoy every 9 hours.
She might get a pass.
I am not sure.
Hey, I let Rihanna strap me. I'm like, hell, Rihanna strapped me, man.
Look, I give you 5 minutes. I give you 5 minutes. She ain't talking about 5 minutes.
Well, this is my last one. I
Okay.
think for our questions. Big Sean, he has a nice booty, so I'm gonna say
It ain't all that nice, because if you single, don't mind.
that print nice. Is it too big though? Because if you over 8, I ain't got time.
I don't know. Yeah. But I heard. I didn't see the picture, but I heard. Big
Well,
Sean
do
is
the
a great
right
time.
I'm gonna say tits night from the butt part.
Okay. You know damn well not to ask me no shit like that. I'm not going for it. Y'all got to stop talking about it there, man. I'm not going for it. They all pass.
Well, I'll pass, but only because he's short.
He's short. Oh, look, Big Sean is short.
So
But that's
Wait a minute, this is the
Sean-
last one. Oh no, I got 2 more. I got Kendrick Lamar. I know you're gonna pass.
No, this Kendrick Lamar is tipsy night.
I'm talking about her.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
I was they talking about me.
I don't know about me.
Who?
I might be a kiss. I got one more. Do I have time for one more? Okay. That's a kiss. Kiss, okay?
Kendrick Lamar.
Because I love his mental. My last one is Janae Eiko.
Again.
I'm a pass, even though she do give me them Rihanna vibes, because that girl be talking freaky in her songs.
I mean, how many times we must have to see this girl on my show?
Janae never been out here.
She has been our question for the last 5 people.
Yo, I ain't gonna
Not
lie.
Janae. You thinking the wrong person. We talking about Big Sean's ex.
Oh, never mind. It's still a pass.
Now, Janae Aiko, I think we can do a nice candlelight beach ceremony. With Janae will be a ceremony. We'll watch the dolphins.
She'll probably make love to your lips.
You know, it'll just be legendary. Like, she could touch my head while the dolphins going around us. It got to be real. It got to be like real cute. Like, I just want dolphins in the picture. And you know, she just got to sing in my ear. Like, it's my wife here. Y'all are just crazy.
She looks like she could perform really good cunnilingus though.
What's that?
What is that for the people who don't know?
What is that? Before I say yeah. What is it?
Like she could eat really good.
Opposite of fellatio.
Oh, learn something new every day.
You sure do.
And this is coming from a straight woman. Like she looked like she.
Nah, but I like the whole shebang. I want my toes sucked. Like you can't.
She
be
probably
playing
can do
with
that.
girls
Did you
like
see like how infatuated Big Sean was?
You know he ain't never really. I know he ain't get over that. He can't get over that.
She just, like I said again, a Pisces.
He probably wants to swim with them
She
dolphins.
looked like she probably just do
Let's
everything.
get enough of her because she knows it's not a man. Okay, so what do you have going? Let the people know where they can follow you. What you have going on with your projects.
Man, so Reset just came out, guys. Rhythm and Flow is still streaming. We are the #1 series on Netflix right now. You guys can, yes, we are. We're #1, and we're still climbing. And a lot of the records have been transferred over to the Billboard. I Can't Change is now number 11 in Rolling Stones. So it's going up the charts. Really excited about that. We're going to be dropping the I Can't Change video in about 2 weeks. Before the new year starts. No, we're gonna drop the same one. They never dropped the original one, so we're gonna
Got it. Okay.
So we're gonna drop it for the viewers that want to see that. We're gonna restart the I Can't Change challenge, but we are climbing up the billboards. It's really good.
Now, what you gonna do for this challenge so I can get my I Can't Change?
You know, I Can't Change is anything that you can't change. Like, it really is a personality persona challenge. It doesn't have to be dancing. It can be drawing. We've accepted some of everybody. People have been drawing. People been dancing. People been speeding. Whatever they can find to do, they're really, really great. They get super creative with it. Okay, getting locked up. They can't change right there.
No,
they
get no sexual videos. I can't change your mind.
Look, no, those come to my DMs too, though. Like, the girls, they get real funny. Like, what? The girls get naked. You know what I'm saying? But everybody love B. Ladies love B.
Baby, look at this.
Oh, look. Baby, you see what she just sent me? Hashtag. So, no, it's really, really good. And then we just dropped the EP called Reset. So that's out now. We're really excited about that. Come 2020, it's going to be even a bigger year for us. So we really thank you guys just for allowing me to come up here and be.
Thank you. You were so fun.
Yeah, thank you. I
You were
appreciate
so
you
fun,
guys.
so open. I love that about you.
Very
You guys are dope.
This was a really good.
Yes, and we got all the floors wet around here.
Yes, y'all have to clean out all these clothes. We gotta feel this area. We gotta see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Love you guys. Bye.
All top, yeah. We done touch all topics, yeah.